typing into infinity will sooner or later produce Hamlet.
Exactly.
Completely by chance.
Dr. David Rosenbaum up in that booth there is going to prove it.
But what is Hamlet?
I don't know.
What is Hamlet?
I don't know.
You know what? This is really stupid.
Have you got anything better to do with this cage here? The sooner we produce the goddamn thing, the sooner we get out.
Sort of publisher pairs, with a twist.
But what do we owe this Dr. David Rosenbaum guy? A guy who stands inside those cages and says, that one's Kafka, that one's Milton, that one's Swift, just to get a laugh?
What's a Kafka anyway? Why am I a Kafka?
Search me.
What's a Kafka?
His four-eyed friend sure thinks it's a bitch.
And how are we supposed to write Hamlet if we don't even know what that is?
Well, sure, the chances are a little slim.
This coming from a guy who's smart. This coming from a guy from Columbia University.
The way I see it, there's Providence that oversees our pages. Rough draft them how we may.
But how about you, Milton? What have you got?
Let's see. Of man's first disobedience, of the fruit of the forbidden tree, whose mortal taste brought death.
Hey, that's good. It's got rhythm. It really sings.
Yeah? But is it Shakespeare?
Who cares? He's got a real voice there.
Does Dr. David Rosenbaum care about voice? Does he care about individual creativity?
Let's look at this from Rosenbaum's point of view for a minute.
No! He brings us in here to produce copy, to do a clean draft of somebody else's stuff. We're getting peanuts here to be somebody else's hat.
Writing is a month's game anyway, Swifty.
Well, it has made me mad.
Why not buckle down and get it over with? Set up a schedule for yourself. Type for a couple hours in the morning when you're fresh. Then, take a break, let the old juices flow. Then, type for a few more hours in the afternoon. Retire for a shot of appliance and masturbation. What's the big deal?
If this Dr. David Rosenbaum was worth anything, we'd be working on word processors instead of these old antiques. And then he treats us like those misfits at the zoo. No wonder I'm producing garbage.
The zoo ain't so bad.
I can't work under these conditions.
How does the rest of yours go, Milton?
This thing?
Yeah, read us some more.
Whose mortal taste brought death into the Blavican, bed socks, knockwurst, Tinkerbell. What do you think?
Flanagan is good.
Well, I don't know.
Is it the tone? I knew this was kind of a stretch for me.
I just don't think it has the same intensive lyricism and pungent as the first part did.
Well, sure, it needs rewriting, but doesn't. It's a rough draft. Lights on.
Oh, this bit.
Are they watching?
What?
Are they watching?
I don't know, I've got my paws over my eyes.
What?
What is the point of this?
Why did they videotape our bowel movements?
What?
Lights off.
But what about you, Franz? Have you hit anything?
Well, K, 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 K.
What is that? Postmodernism?
20 lines of that.
Well, at least he'll screw up his data.
20 lines of that and I will drive. I got blocked. I felt like I was repeating myself.
But do you think that's in Hamlet?
I don't understand what I'm doing here in the first place. I'm not a writer. I'm a monkey. I'm supposed to be swinging on branches and digging up ants, not sitting under fluorescent lights 10 hours a day.
It is a long way home to the gardens of sweet Africa. The lawns and level downs. The flocks grazing on the tender herb or sweetly interposed.
Paradise, wasn't it?
Lost.
Lost. Lost.
Trying to deal with some of that is needed here, but also close to the bottom.
Just because they have us locked in these cages, they think they're more powerful than we are.
But they are more powerful than we are.
Just because they have the means of production, they think that they can suppress the workers.
Things are what they are. What are you gonna do?
Hey! How come you're so goddamn ready to justify the ways of Rosenbaum to the apes?
Have you got a key to that door?
No.
Do you have an independent food source?
No.
So call me a collaborator. I happen to be a professional. Rosenbaum wants Hamlet. I'll give it a shot. Just remember, We're chimps. For apes in captivity, this is not a bad thing.
You know what's really scary? The longer we stay in this cage, the more we're gonna evolve into Rosenbaum.
Evolve into Rosenbaum?
Brush up your Darwin, baby. We're more than kin and less than kind.
Anybody gonna smoke?
I'm all out.
Oh, don't look at me to satisfy the voyeurs of the old smoking chip act. No, thank you.
Don't be a sap, Swifty. You gotta use them. Use the system.
What do you mean?
Watch me while I put my anti-disposition on. Galois, my fave.
Yeah, you do your whole bonzo routine and get a Galois. Last week I totaled a typewriter and got a whole carton of Malbors.
The thing is, you didn't smoke them. You took a crap on them.
It was a political statement.
So, you made your statement, and I got my smoke. All's well that ends well, right?
It's the only way we know they're watching.
What do you mean?
We perform, we bring typewriters, we type another page, and a cigarette appears. At least it's a sign that somebody out there is paying attention.
A resident philosopher.
But what if we actually do produce Hamlet? Here we are, set down to prove the inadvertent virtues of randomness, where we wouldn't even know it if it passed right through our hands. But what if we actually do produce it?
Will we really be released?
Will they give us a key to the city and a ticker tape parade?
Or will they move us on to Ulysses? Why did they choose Hamlet? What is Hamlet to them and them to Hamlet? Boy, there's the respect that would make calamity of so long life, for who would bear the whips and scores of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely,
Swifty.
the pangs of despised love, the law's delay.
Swifty.
Relax, will you? Have a banana.
I'd like to get Dr. David Rosenbaum in here to produce the goddamn thing. Hey, that's it.
What?
Forget about this random Hamlet crap. What about revenge?
Revenge on Rosenbaum?
Who else? He's bereaved us of our homes and expectations, stepped in between us and our families.
How would we do it?
Easy. We lure him in here like there's something wrong with our typewriters, but we actually poison the typewriter keys.
Oh, Jesus.
Sure, some cursed Havana spread liberally over the typewriter should do the trick, and if that doesn't work, I challenge him to a duel.
Great.
Can't you see it? In the course of combat, I casually graze my rapier over the poisoned typewriter keys, and a hit! A palpable hit! And then, we lay by a cup filled with venomous distilment. In it, we put the pellet and the poison in the vessel with the pestle.
Listen, I gotta get back to work. The man's gonna want his pages.
It's not a bad idea, but
What's wrong with you guys? This is a good idea.
Oh, where was I? It's not worst. Tinkerbell.
I think it's hopeless, Swifty.
But it's the goods.
The readiness is all, I guess.
Damn straight. Tell me when the K button wears off, honey.
Fine. You serfs go back to work. I'll do all the thinking around here. Swifty, revenge.
It talks, not worst. Tinkerbell.
Act 1. Scene 1. Elsinore Castle, Denmark.
Schutzenswamp. Emerald. Yeah, I like that. Schutzenswamp.
Enter Bernardo and Francisco.
Hemorrhoid.
Bernardo says,